Earnest money myths is the topic of today's video. So what I want to discuss is the premise of earnest money, how it works, and how much you should be using for your real estate deals. Because there's a lot of confusion, especially for new investors, when it comes to the earnest money deposit. So I'm Dustin Hahn, and we use the strategies on this channel to do anywhere between 5 to 10 to sometimes 15 deals per month. And we often find our deals for 40 to 90% below market value. So those are the types of things you'll learn here on this channel. So first off, what is an earnest money deposit and why do you need it? So in the short, an earnest money deposit is basically just a monetary exchange to enforce a contract, to show your goodwill that you will be more likely to execute on the contract that you have signed. So there's basically two avenues of earnest money. Now, a lot of people, when they're doing traditional real estate, you're gonna need an earnest money deposit anywhere between 1% to 5% if you're buying property off the MLS or through a real estate agent or through somebody who isn't quite motivated to sell. And the reason is because it's the traditional path, right? There's no urgent situation, and those are kind of the standard traditional protocols that a realtor would use. For example, like if you told a realtor you only wanted to put down a $20 earnest money deposit, they're gonna laugh at you and not take you seriously. Now, the other version is when you're dealing with motivated sellers. So for us in our business, the average amount of money we put down on an earnest money is $100, okay? And the amount really doesn't matter. It could literally be $1 to make that contract binding. And the reason it doesn't matter is they just need some monetary exchange to enforce and make the contract legitimate. Now, with that, we don't use $1, we use $100. And I recommend you do the same if you're looking for motivated sellers and finding properties that are below market value. So why do we use $100? And when it comes to traditional ways with MLS and realtors, do they require 1 to 5% down? Well, it's very, very simple. It comes down to motivation versus not motivated. Remember, most people on the MLS, they want top dollar for their property, and it's probably not an urgent situation to sell that property. Before I forget, hit the like button if you like this video, and make sure to subscribe if you like this content, and make sure to ask some questions in the comments below, and we'll be happy to answer those questions. So coming back to our topic here, when you're dealing with a motivated seller, there's a pain point, right? So your job as an investor is to dive in, find where that pain point is, and help the homeowner and set up and structure the deal. So by the time you've negotiated the price, you've had a good discussion with the seller, the earnest money isn't even really an issue because you've come in and you are now a solution to their pain. Because remember, they could be in foreclosure, lost their job, going through medical times, or inherited a property. There is a problem with that property that you are solving, and your ability to solve that problem completely eclipses the dollar amount for the earnest money deposit. And basically, it's more of like an assumed close, meaning you get them, you sign the contract, and from there, normally what we do is we email the contract to the title company along with the earnest money deposit, normally in just the form of an e-transfer or any type of transfer you want to do from your bank, a wire, anything like that to enforce the contract. And our earnest money deposit is always refundable as well, because if there's problems on the deal that are discovered during the title process or the further due diligence, then our contract is set up so that we have a way to cancel it because the property is not what we thought it would be. So coming around full circle, that's really all you need for an earnest money deposit. Is we use $100. That's what I would recommend. Below this video is a link to our contract if you want to use that, and a free training called How to Buy Property for 40 to 90% below market value. So click the link below, you can check that out. And that's the quick summary, pretty much the 80-20 of what you need to know about earnest money deposits. So check out the link below if you want to get some free training, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.